Welcome back here on Big Train TV, and I'm joined by a very special guest today, one of the relievers out of that beehive out in the bullpen, is Zach Locke. Zach, thanks so much for joining me today here on Big Train TV.
No problem. This is a great place to be. I love being in the press box with you guys. I've been talking to you guys before and during games sometimes, and it's cool to be a part of the game.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's definitely a different side of the game. So I just want to first ask you as a strike down the middle from Grayson hit there.
Great pitch.
Yeah, great pitch there, regardless. So when you know you're getting into a game, how do you get into the mindset to come in?
Well, I can't lie. There's a lot of shenanigans that go down in the bullpen, so you have to kind of break away from that and get a little bit of a mental focus on yourself and get prepared to go into the game there. For me personally, I just stick to throwing with one of the bullpen guys and forget about whatever they're talking about, get ready to go in and throw some strikes.
Yeah, so the ball taken there by Matt Stone, the catcher. So who do you think your favorite pitcher has been to watch this season thus far? Who do you think has been the guy that you're just in awe of when he takes the mound, I guess? Is there anybody like that, or do you think it's just yourself?
I mean, we got a good couple arms back there. Grayson, he's gone up to 96 before, so it's interesting to see him throw. In the bullpen, he throws pretty heating fastballs.
It's fouled off there by Stone.
I think my favorite person to watch live would actually have to be Jesse. I heard him. I know he said similar things about me, but I mean his command of his breaking pitches and his fastball is just deceptive. I think he's a great guy to watch out there.
Absolutely. So this season, you've pitched multiple innings a couple times.
Yeah.
How do you get geared up to come in for multiple innings as opposed to just one? High fly to center field, going back to the center fielder Johnson at the wall, and that's off the top of the wall in play. Didn't run as the catcher Stone. He might be out at second, and he's caught up, and he's going to go back to first base. So we'll get back to your point in a second there, but not running out of the box was Matt Stone, who thought that was gone. That ball was given a ride.
That right there is why you can't do that home run jog out of the box.
Right.
You got to run until it goes clear over that fence, because then you end up in a situation like that.
Yeah, so he flipped the bat there. Like it was a home run. I'll ask that next, but back to your multiple inning thing. So how do you know when you're coming in for multiple innings? How do you get into that mindset?
Well, this season so far, I haven't actually been told I'm going to throw for multiple innings. I've been told I'm going to go in, and I'm going to go until they need me to. So I kind of have been keeping to the same mindset that I have for a single inning as opposed to a multiple innings high fly ball to left field.
Yeah, popped up in the left. Here's the play for Doyle. He'll make the play for the first out, and Stone will have to go back to first. So. And another outing I'm going to talk about is Silver Spring earlier on the season. Obviously, that was the one that got rain shortened, loaded the bases, then came in and got 2 big strikeouts. I mean, how did that feel on the mound just to get out of that jam?
You know, I love those situations under pressure because it gives me a chance to, even though I did get myself into that situation, it gives me a chance to get back out of it. It was a really great feeling to get off that field after putting him away for that strikeout. And then the rain coming in basically saying, all right, you're done for the day.
Yeah, so we've been to a couple of road places now. Haven't been to Alexandria, but what's been your favorite road place? I mean, this one, obviously, Povich is the best in the biz, but what do you think your favorite place to travel to has been so far?
Do you travel to or to pitch at?
I guess pitch at. You can pick either one, I guess, but
I guess I'll comment on both. To travel to would be D.C. It's a great field.
Yeah.
I can't say the same about the environment there. It's kind of scary, but the field is a great place to be. Pitching would actually have to be at the Giants field. Their mound is high up, and I feel like I get really good leverage off the mound there. It makes me feel like I'm pitching at 10 feet tall instead of opposed to my meager 5'9".
There's a swing and a miss there from Anthony Migliaccio, the designated hitter. So you saw the bat flip from Matt Stone there. I mean, do you take that personally, or do you just go out there and attack the next batter when someone bat flips off of you?
As a pitcher, you have to keep they call it an even keel, where you have the same mentality throughout the entire time. Whether you don't get a call or someone hits a really far home run off of you, which has happened to me this season, I hope that other people see that I keep the same, emotions and like structure upon myself, no matter what happens. But for a bat flip like that, I feel like, especially since it didn't go out, I would kind of have to laugh at the guy a little bit. But I do. I mean, that was a great hit. I respect the hit, but the bat flip was a little unnecessary.
Yeah, that was the first hit of the game for either side, by the way. His hit pours a strike in there to Garrett Farquhar, who hit a bomb off of Jack Braley last week here over the scoreboard. So, I mean, what is it? There's a ground ball to short. To second for one, they'll get the easy force out, so we'll come back here. And you want to stay on for another inning?
Sure, why not?
I may as well. We'll get back to some more questions after break with Zach Locke. We'll see you here on Big Train TV. Matt Thomas having one heck of a season here as we're joined once again by Zach Locke, reliever for the Big Train out here up in the Long Beach State Dirtbag. Yeah. We'll talk about that in just a second. Up here in the Dandy Walker Alliance broadcast booth in the George Solomon press box. So, Zach, I got to know, since you're committed to Long Beach State, I mean, you didn't get to go there this year, but I guess, were there other schools that you looked at, and what stood out about the Dirtbags?
There were a couple of schools. I actually toured Fordham College in the Bronx in New York, and that was going to be one of my options. And then I came out to California, and I did a showcase. And I finished my showcase, and immediately following, I talked to the coach, and Long Beach had been my dream school since I was a kid, because I grew up in Long Beach, watching Dirtbags play for a long time. So that's been my target school for almost my whole life. So that made it a pretty easy decision for me, I have to say.
Yeah, and it's cool having a couple of other guys that you'll get to know here that'll play there as well. Mm-hmm. Who do you think's been one of your guys that you've connected with a lot here since you've gotten here?
In the first 2 weeks, Luke Baker. Luke Baker drives me all around since I don't have my car up here, and he does. He's a really nice guy from Ole Miss, or played at Ole Miss from Florida. Luke Baker, Jesse. I've been talking to Jesse a lot. He's a good guy.
Thomas laces that one to right field, but right at the right fielder, Helgeson, and he'll make the play for the first out.
Put a pretty good swing on that one.
Yeah. Thomas has had one heck of a start to the year. Mm-hmm. Big Train returnee. What was the process getting you here? Did Coach Sal recruit you, or is it somebody else?
I talked to Coach Sal while I was still in high school, actually. I gave him a call. And then there was nothing set in stone because it had been still a long time until I would go actually play for the Big Train. And then Coach Valenzuela at Long Beach told me that I was getting sent out here. So that's basically how it happened.
Yeah, have you enjoyed it so far at least?
I have. I feel like I was a little, apprehensive at first. Yeah. I haven't been away from home for that long. But yeah, I'm loving it out here. Everyone's super nice. It's just a great community around Big Train baseball.
Yeah, they certainly do take it over. So speaking of Coach Sal, what's it like, I guess, playing under him or learning from him? Hall of Famer in the CRCBL. Mm-hmm. And what's it like just learning from him, I guess? He's
one of my favorite coaches I've ever played for. He's really nice to the. Some pitchers, pitchers aren't treated the same as infield players under the coach's eyes. But he treats pitchers really well. I feel like he cares about his guys a lot. He also cares about winning, which is a great. Obviously, you need to have that as a coach. So, overall, I can just say it's been a great experience, and I feel like he's a great coach.
Yeah, so there's a strike 3 called there on Grant Knipp. That was close to being in the dirt.
Yeah.
But so Jesse Barron said there's nothing better than getting a ring up out there on the mound. Would you share that testament as well?
I definitely can concur with what Jesse said there. Getting a strikeout, there's almost nothing comparable as a pitcher.
Looking or swinging?
I like swinging. I like knowing they. Yeah, there is. I like knowing that he tried to hit it but couldn't. Yeah. I'm definitely fine with either, but swinging would be preferred.
Yeah, so gets away there from the catcher Stone as Nolan Sean Uell stands into the plate. So it's been a pretty great start to the season, and you've been a part of a couple of games. Has it just been? How cool has it been just to be a part of? Winning to start off this season, I guess.
It's been pretty awesome. I've never been a part of a team that wins so much, that wins by so much. We've got a lot of talent on the starting squad for this team. And all the guys are great guys. So this team, I feel like I've just had nothing but good experience so far. Getting to pitch and getting to pitch for these guys, and hold the other teams to what they need to be held to get those wins.
That's right. There's 2-0 there to Nolan Sean Uell. So we've seen some guys be BP legends. Kemp is one of them. Seeing him take. But you shag and BP. Who's the craziest guy to watch out there when they take it?
I think you said it. Kemp is obviously Kemp wasn't here when I first got here, so I didn't know. I actually did not know he was coming. But when he arrived, seeing him take his first BP session, if you will, was incredible. I feel like he barely puts a swing on it. That ball goes very, very far.
Right.
And we saw that at that game against the Braves.
Yeah.
I was right there when he hit that ball. It was hit. It was incredibly hit.
Yeah, I don't think they've found that ball yet. That one was crushed. So as the season goes forward, you talked a little bit to it about us, I guess, before we started the season. But what are you looking to, I guess, adjust to or work on as the season goes along?
Here I'm just, honing in. And the beginning of the season, I was definitely trying to hone in my fastball after not seeing very many, live innings against live batters on a real field, not having a spring for myself. But I think I'm just going to be working on getting my breaking balls to work complementary to my fastball and just getting outs as quickly and as efficiently as possible. And
is that breaking ball your favorite pitch? I mean, we've remarked upon it up here a couple of times, but we love to see it in action.
I think my favorite pitch has to be the fastball. Obviously, my breaking balls I feel like is a good complement to my fastball. There's obviously work to be done, but I think throw down.
Yeah, throw down, and he is.
That was actually a very good
second.
throw.
Great throw by Stone. So that'll do it here for our time with Zach Locke here on Big Train TV. Zach, thanks so much for sitting down with me today. Yeah, of course, we'd love to have you guys up here. Big Train still up 2-0 without a hit. We'll see you here on Big Train TV. Once again, thank you.